Welcome to episode 4 of the simulation series NCAA 08 on PS2 for the 2021 season. This episode, we are in Columbus, Ohio, 90 degrees with Ohio Stadium with grass. They hadn't updated it in the game yet. Missed that grass so much. The simulator's 3-0 on the season. Last week, it predicted Alabama big with the juice man Jamison Williams having a big game. And this week, it has his teammate, Garrett Wilson, here in the pregame, working with CJ Stroud, trying to get his routes correct. I don't know what route this is and if Ohio State would ever run that, but Garrett Wilson's great, and we'll see a little bit about that. And on the opening drive, you see Chris Olave, who had a huge game against Minnesota, doing some things. And then yet again, Chris Olave, he's that man. He might be the best receiver in college football. He takes it to the house, celebrates Ohio State with an early lead, 2 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown on the first drive. That's pretty good. And if you've come here to feel better about Ohio State's defense, this is not the place for you because it's not happening. Oregon is chunking up big plays. They tie the game at 7 with a short touchdown run, and on the very next drive, they're back on their bullshit, Ohio State's defense, that is, by not covering Travis Dye, and he goes 53 yards for the touchdown. You're screaming to just fire virtual Kerry Combs. But virtual Kayvon Thibodeau is having himself a game. Hopefully he's healthy on Saturday. He's healthy in this one, and he has a tackle for loss and then a sack on CJ Stroud to bring up a 4th down. 3 tackles for loss in the first half. He's a bad dude. The hot topic this week for Ohio State's offense is what the running back rotation looks like. And here you see Travion Henderson getting a carry up the middle for a 1st down, and he is definitely in the community, and he is for sure, we know, in the weight room. And a guy who's in the end zone once again is Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the first half. He is just torching the Oregon defense, and he knows what to do. These guys know what to do. Subscribe to twostripescpd.com. And if you look at Chris Olave's numbers, they really aren't that dissimilar from what they were in real life against Minnesota. 4 catches for 117 yards and 2 touchdowns. I keep saying it, the simulator never lies. But one thing I hate that the simulator does is sometimes it has kickoff returns for touchdowns. That's the second one in 4 games. I really should fix the sliders, but that gives Oregon the lead 21-14. And then we see something we haven't seen yet from CJ Stroud, and that's a couple of runs. He's working late in the half to try to get Ohio State to tie this one up or get a field goal, and 2 nice runs for 1st downs, and then beautifully floats this ball into Garrett Wilson down at the 1-yard line, and then they hurry up. Look at those numbers, 9 for 9, 210, 2 touchdowns. He makes it a 3rd to Jeremy Ruckert to tie it up, and the first half ends with this interception by Josh Proctor. Hope he's healthy and can play on Saturday. So we're all locked up at 21 at the end of the first half. And then to start the second, Oregon's defense looking for a stop finally gets one when Noah Sewell makes a great play to pick off CJ Stroud. And you know who's not making great plays? The Ohio State pass defense. They're just getting shredded once again, and Oregon uses a couple of nice long passing plays from Brown to freshman Troy Franklin to get inside the Ohio State 1-yard line, and then Brown with a nice little scramble juke here to give Oregon a 28-21 lead. You can only imagine the takes as that happens, and then Stroud throws another pick when Oregon's defensive back, Jamal Hill, off of suspension, makes this great play. That's a big boost for their secondary. And speaking of big boosts in the secondary, how big would it be to have this guy back? Cameron Brown, who picks the ball off of a deflection and a huge hit by Tommy Eichenberg, takes it back to tie the game at 28. I sure hope he is going to play on Saturday. This secondary really needs him, but what camera work there, and a beautiful hit by Eichenberg, and it's a tie game. And now you see a punt. You know something crazy is about to happen. This also involves Cam Brown, who downs it at the 1, and I know physics should be a touchback in real life, but it is what it is. Oregon starts at the 1, and then another returning corner, Sevyn Banks with the stop for a safety, and I am almost positive you might get ejected for a celebration like this. Whoever thought of this in NCAA 08, I hope that person got a huge raise. That's an incredible celly. So Ohio State's up 30-28 at the start of the 4th quarter, and hey, look, there's DeMario McCall on the ensuing kick, making a play, and then CJ Stroud continues his productive day, hits Garrett Wilson, 90-degree weather, rocking the sleeves. That is a choice. Look at those numbers from CJ Stroud. I would take that other than the picks. But then on 3rd and short, Mayan Williams gives Ohio State a 38-27 lead. And then really for the rest of the 4th quarter, the defense shuts Oregon down. You have Sevyn Banks with the interception, him and Cam Brown both with picks here. And it looks like the game is pretty much in hand over, but there's some tense moments late because Oregon scores here with 6 seconds left. And then they actually get the onside kick, and they have a chance with 5 seconds. But it leads to the most disappointing finish ever because Brown just scrambles out of the pocket, picks up the first down, but at that point, it is over. Ohio State wins 37-35 and takes this edition of the NCAA 08 simulator video. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. There'll be a ton more stuff coming for the rest of the season. Highlights coming your way. Subscribe to twostripescpd.com. And remember, the simulator never lies.